This is Windows, and this is Linux. The difference? Linux gives you the absolute ability to customize your operating system in every imaginable way possible. Windows, on the other hand, not so much. Let's talk about the taskbar. By default, this taskbar is not very elegant or professional looking. The best thing you can do about it is just hide it. Okay, just kidding, but there aren't many customizable options for it. These are my settings for Windows taskbar. I have the search box hidden because I use a different tool to search for things, which I will show you later in the video. I have view hidden as well. It's like mission control on macOS, but to be honest, if you have multiple desktops, there is a much better way and tool to use them instead of task view. These are my system tray settings. I have emoji icon hidden as well because let's be honest, no one is realistically going to click on this icon to add some emojis. You can easily add emojis on Windows by pressing Windows plus period on your keyboard. I don't know what pen menu does and I don't know what touch keyboard is either. This setting basically allows you to hide system tray icons, which I don't see how this would be useful. I only have OneDrive hidden from system tray. The most important thing you can do for your Windows taskbar is probably these ones, task behaviors. I always keep my icon centered because I don't like the left alignment. I waste time if I have to click on something. As I said, I keep my taskbar hidden, and that's because I use a different tool for most of the things I do. But you can see there are not a lot of customization options. Okay, enough of the slander. The real question is how to actually make it better and professional. Windhawk. Yes, Windhawk. And this app basically allows you to install a bunch of mods which changes the behavior or adds new functionality to your Windows operating system. Some of my favorite are these. Windows 11 Taskbar Styler, which lets you style your taskbar beyond what normal settings allow you to. I've selected the Liquid Glass theme, which goes perfectly well with this notification center theme that I added using a different mod called Windows 11 Notification Center Styler. The only difference is in Windows 11 Notification Center Styler, I have Windows Glass theme and Liquid Glass or Taskbar theme. I think these two look good together. Okay, the other two that are probably a good add to my list are Taskbar Dock animation, which adds this macOS style hover animation. Absolutely love it. By default, the scaling on this is set to 130, which I think is not bad, but then it cuts out the selection box behind the icon. So I turned it down to 110, which looks much better. Next up is the WinUI context menu animation. Honestly, this is not much of an addition. It's not bad, but it only works for some applications and not all of them. So you can say it's not very consistent throughout the experience. Anyways, I guess the best addition from all of these is probably this mod, Dark Mode Context Menus. This solves a major problem that I have with some software of white context menus. Premiere Pro, After Effects, and Audacity have these white bars that I don't really like, and there's not a way to change them to dark mode just like the rest of the software. That's where this mod comes in and changes them to dark mode. It's not the best because the title bar is still white, but you can press Ctrl// to hide it in full screen mode for Premiere and After Effects, but it doesn't work in Audacity. Okay, enough blazing the mods. Now let's talk about some seriously good apps that make your Windows operating system no less than Linux. First up, we have Glaze Window Manager. If you haven't noticed, Windows has these things called windows. Okay, but what I mean to say by that is if you open an application by default, it launches its own window which appears on the screen. Now that is okay and all, but if you open a lot of these windows, the screen can get cluttered very easily. That is where Window Manager comes in play. It automatically arranges your application windows in a nice manner so you can continue to work without additional efforts. If you choose to install Glaze, it comes with another great tool called Zebar, which places this top bar on your screen. The reason I like this top bar more than Windows default one is because it's very simple. No, but like actually, it's really simple. All you have is the date and time, system information, which virtual desktop you're on, and which media is playing. By the way, by default, you don't get this media playing widget, so I added it myself there. You can get the configuration files for Zebar and Glaze in the description. Okay, the most important app of all is PowerToys. Remember when I said I don't use Windows default searching feature because I have a different tool for that? Well, PowerRun is that tool or utility that lets me search for anything in the operating system. And by anything, I mean anything. Aside from searching the system, it can do a lot of other cool things as well. I can search the web and go straight to the search results. I can perform math calculation and unit conversion. PowerRun is just one of the many great tools that you get with PowerToys. Recently, they added this dock feature which creates this dock that you can place anywhere on the screen. The great thing about this dock instead of Zebar is that it comes pre-configured with most of the stuff you would want to see in the dock. But on top of that, you can pin applications to it as well and even launch them easily. The only thing I don't like is that it adds shortcuts to the dock and not the actual applications like Windows Taskbar. Other than that, you can do pretty much everything, if not more, with the command palette than PowerRun. Although I still prefer PowerRun because it's easy to use. But yeah, these are the tools I use on a daily basis to make myself feel like I'm using a Linux distribution without switching to Linux. I didn't include terminal usage in this video because then that would have been too much information, but I'll make a video about it soon as well.